Don't approach me while I'm speaking to them.
What's your name and badge number? You're not going to identify yourself even though it's in your policy? Nope.
Sir, please don't film me.
Ma'am, you're in public.
I don't care. I'm at work. Don't film me.
I don't want to talk to you.
I asked you not to.
I don't want to talk to you. Let me talk to a grown-up.
Can I give you a copy of what we call our code of conduct that has some explanations on there? I'm just saying you can't.
Ma'am, relax.
Ain't no you can't do it.
I'm doing it.
Okay, we can call 911 then.
Call them.
You mind staying in here so I can speak to them?
Am I being detained?
Okay, you mind if I speak to them in private though?
Am I detained?
Okay, you free to go. Go ahead.
If I'm free to go, then mean I'm free to stay.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't I ask you to stay inside though while I spoke to her? You remember me asking you that?
Does it matter?
It does matter, because I'm not finna walk the whole block just to stay away from you. I'm trying to get her side of the story.
I'm not stopping you from doing anything.
Okay.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I asked
Leave me alone.
to stay in there so you can't
Leave me alone.
all the way outside.
Leave
now
me alone.
Their side of the story because you keep
Leave me alone. Stop yelling. De-escalate. Stop yelling. De-escalate. Stop yelling.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
Stop yelling.
So
De-escalate.
You want to provoke people.
Stop
Then
yelling.
when somebody matches
Calm
your
down.
energy, it's a problem. No, you
Calm down.
You calm down.
Go do your job.
I'm doing my job.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Are you here for what business do you have here?
I don't answer questions. Look at him. Look at him punching the air.
In this video, you're going to see the nature of government in its purest form. Government is designed to protect itself from the people. Welcome back to San Joaquin Valley Transparency. This video comes to you by way from a new auditing channel called Casey. You're going to like this guy's channel. And just like every champion fighter, there's got to be a day when new fighters come in and show their skills. We can't all be the best forever, nor are any one of us bigger than all of us. And just like any fighter who studies film, you'll find great techniques and refined skills. This guy does outstanding work. This is his first audit where the cops are called on him and he handles them masterfully. Let's get right into the video. We'll pause for some comments and give you our final thoughts at the end.
We are at the College Park Library. Really here to do a quick First Amendment audit. I'm sure they're going to do well.
You're filming other people in here?
This is a public library, right?
You can't film them without their permission.
Hold on, ma'am. Just relax.
No, I'm just saying you can't
Ma'am,
just film them.
relax.
Ain't no you can't do it. It's against the you can't do it.
I'm doing it.
Okay, we can call 911 then.
Call them.
You can't just film people because you want to.
Ma'am, call the police.
Yeah, you can't just do that. They have rights. They don't want to be on your camera.
You in public, right?
They don't want to be on your
Is this a public library?
You can't do it.
Is this a public library?
Did you ask each one of them people
Hold
if
on.
they can be on your camera?
Can you answer my question?
It can be a public library all day, but you can't just go film people because you want to.
Hold on. This is public though, right? This public?
Okay. If they don't want to be filmed, you can't film them.
Right, that's what we're talking about.
Period.
We're only talking to you because that's the policy. I'm not going to
I'd love to have a conversation with somebody, but not you because you like.
No, because you're sitting
Hold on, I don't want to
in the
talk to you.
room and you're
I don't
filming
want
and
to talk to you.
I asked you not to.
I don't want to talk to you.
So I have
Let me
right.
talk to a grown up.
I
Okay,
am
somebody
a grown-up.
professional.
I am a grown up. Okay.
Let's talk to someone professional. That's not you.
I am. Okay.
Can you
You see how unprofessional she is?
yes, sir. I mean, I'm not. She's just trying to emphasize what's going on. What you need is
Okay, so
the purpose of it.
so first off, what's your name?
I'm Vicky.
You Vicky?
Yes, sir.
I'm Casey.
Okay, Mr. Casey.
I'm just filming in public.
Okay.
We have a constitutional right to film in public.
Okay.
So anything that's owned by the public, so you and me and him, we all pay our taxes.
Yes, sir.
So that means that when we go on a sidewalk, or when we walk in City Hall, or when we walk in a public library, not a private library, a public library, the rules of the Constitution apply. So that means I have the right to record.
Okay, can I give you a copy of what we call our code of conduct that has some explanations on there? And maybe that's why she was explaining that to you verbally. I can give you paperwork.
So now, does this
I
code
have to
of...
look at it again because it's one of those things where we don't have the whole thing memorized. It's several pages long.
Oh, I don't expect anybody to memorize anything. All I'm saying is that the U.S. Constitution and the Georgia State Constitution say that we have a right to film in public. So let's say that you're the
branch manager.
So you're the branch manager, right? Let's say, and I know that you wouldn't do this because you seem reasonable. Let's say that you said, all right, I don't like the Atlanta Hawks. So anybody with an Atlanta Hawks hat on cannot be in here. Just because you say it doesn't make it a law. So if somebody says, okay, well, you can't film in here.
Excuse me. Can you ask them to give me a copy of the paperwork for the code of conduct? That will, don't know what it is. Just like, y'all have a code of conduct paper that I can show you. I just want a paper copy so I can show them what it says. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
It doesn't matter what it says.
We're just trying to find it on here, permissible, and then we go to the prohibited.
And so show me what the law says. Not a policy that's not enforceable, but a law.
This is the Fulton County policy. Hold on, sir, I'm just trying to find it here.
Mhm.
I'm not sure, but I have to look for it, I suppose. Taking videos and photos of minors without permission, taking videos and photos of any individual over said individual's objection, or using cell phones. Okay, that's probably what she is referring to about the taking videos.
So what local ordinance does that fall under?
The library has its own. We're under a board, so we have policies that we enforce.
So who owns the library?
The government, Fulton County government.
So Fulton County owns the library, right?
Who's over it, and then the taxpayer.
Right. So technically, everybody in here, we
If you
pay
have
our
a
taxes.
second,
Right?
I will call my immediate manager and kind of try to get some feedback from him about what needs to be done next. And I mean, at this point, I know you're not willing to stop filming.
Oh no,
I can tell.
because that's my civil. It's my civil right.
Yes, sir.
And when
I
you're,
was asking the purpose of.
the thing is, it doesn't matter.
Okay. I was just curious.
And I appreciate you for being professional, but it doesn't matter.
But I will. Let me give him a quick call. If you have time.
And I'm sure that if she feels some kind of way and she wants to call the police, if the police come here, they'll tell you the same thing. Because I just came from, I literally just came from City Hall.
She wasn't going to do that.
And the police were like, you know, good job. You're doing what you have a right to do.
Sir, please don't film me.
Ma'am, you're in public.
I don't care. I'm at work. Don't film me.
You're in public. Being in here is just like being on the sidewalk. You're in public. I'm not harassing anybody. I'm not even talking to you. Leave me alone. Hey, leave me alone.
You just came here to film? You just came here to film?
Unfortunately, because of them, I'm not going to answer any questions. But thank you for not rolling up on me. I appreciate it.
Sounds good.
But as long as I'm in public and as long as I'm not messing with nobody, I'm just standing here. So they can be as mad as they want, but it don't matter because we in public. This is a public library. It's not private. She don't own it. We all own it. Even you. You pay. You get this your job. Taxes come out of your paycheck. That means that you own a little bit of this building just like I do. So when you off for work, you can come in here and do the same thing that I'm doing. Now you can't do it while you at work, and they can't do it while they at work. But as soon as they clock out, they can come in here and do the same thing I'm doing because it's a civil right. That's what the Constitution is. It gives you your rights.
All right, and this is where the responsibility kicks in, and I have to pause the video and give you my understanding of what gives us our rights. And I had to call the most trusted person I know to get this information, myself. Casey just said the Constitution gives us our rights, but that is not true. As much as I like this man's approach, I wouldn't be doing you nor him justice by not expressing this irrefutable fact. The Constitution doesn't give us our rights. We were born with natural rights. The Constitution reminds government that their scope of authority is limited. This is why government ignores and despises the Constitution. It tells them they have no power over a free people. By the actions of many of these servants, they somehow believe in their heads that they are the masters of the people. Let's get that clear. They are not. Keep watching.
We don't live in China. We don't live in North Korea where, like, you can come and beat me up just because I got a camera. Like, that's crazy. Right. We not communists. And when they when we all come to an agreement that I'm in the right and they're in the wrong, I'd like an apology from them too, for being treated like I'm doing something wrong. Like, you don't approach people like the way that she did. You know, that's not professional at all. Yep. There you go. Shutting the door now. And see, that's how you create privacy. You create privacy by shutting the door.
Yes, sir. How are you today? Can I go get? Yes, was upset. Hold on one second here. Excuse me. They're here if you want to talk to him. Maybe individual. Oh, y'all can go. The side of the, I mean, in the foyers. Thank you.
That's about it.
Here's where we have to pause and point out that cops are supposed to be law enforcement, not feelings enforcement. This is what's destroying this amazing country of ours. Cops not knowing the oath they swore to, servants wishing they could control their masters, stealing freedom from the people, hijacking liberty, and expecting the people to comply. What would happen to them if the people stopped paying taxes? Would they still try to behave this way? Watch what happens when the people realize the reality of what's transpiring. We the people have had enough of this type of behavior, and that's why this amazing community keeps spreading like wildfire.
You mind staying in here so I can speak to them?
Am I being detained?
Okay, you mind if I speak to them in private though?
Am I detained?
Okay, you free to go. Go ahead.
Okay. If I'm free to go, that means I'm free to stay.
Okay. Yeah, but when I speak to them, don't approach me while I'm speaking to them because they're the ones that call. I'm trying to speak to her in private.
This is a public
Let me speak to
library.
her in private though.
Here we go again with more police incompetence. Cops who don't know the difference between public and private property is the equivalent to a fireman hired to be a lifeguard, or vice versa, if that makes any sense.
Okay.
I'm not
So are
bothering
you
you.
staying or you going?
I'm not bothering you.
Okay, well, don't walk up on me then.
Oh, I'm not walking up on you. We got at least
go
6
ahead.
feet.
Go ahead, sir. Go ahead. Whatever you gonna do.
We got at least 6 feet in between us.
Okay, but like I said, while I'm speaking to her, I'm trying to speak to her in private. So do not walk up on me while I'm speaking to her. Come on, man.
This public, right? You can't be in private in public. That's crazy.
What's going on, man?
Hey, excuse me.
Talk to me.
No, I'm good. This dude a tyrant talking about I can't be in a public place. You want privacy in public? That's crazy.
Okay, wait a minute. Hold on. Didn't I ask you to stay inside though while I spoke to her? You remember me asking you that?
Does it matter?
It does matter because I'm not finna walk the whole block just to stay away from you. I'm trying to get her side of the story.
I'm not stopping you from doing anything.
Okay, but I asked you to stay away from her while I can see what she's trying to say.
You asked me, right?
Okay.
You asked, so I can say yes or no.
I instructed you.
Oh, so now it's an instruction.
Yes, sir. It is.
Okay, so what's gonna happen if I don't? Exactly. Bye. We in public. Come on.
Stand back. Stand back.
Stand back from what? Hey, what's y'all name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number? You're not gonna identify yourself even though it's in your policy? Nope. You got a tyrant right here, and you got a tyrant right there. They trying to create something in public, but it's not possible because you can't stop me from being in public.
Right now, I can't even listen to them. That's why I asked you to stay inside.
Do your job.
I am doing my job.
Do your job.
But see, right now,
Hey, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Leave me alone.
I asked
Leave me alone.
to stay in there so you can't
Leave me alone.
all the way outside.
Leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop yelling. De-escalate. Stop yelling. De-escalate. Stop yelling.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
Stop yelling. De-escalate.
You want to provoke people.
Stop yelling. Calm down. Calm down.
You calm down.
Go do your job.
I'm doing my job.
Okay.
Do me a favor. Are you here for what business do you have here?
I don't answer questions. Exactly.
I tell you what. Do what we gonna do then. You stay right here. I'm going to move further away so that I can finish talking to them.
What's gonna happen if I don't stay right here?
Handcuffs. That's what's gonna happen.
So you're gonna put me in handcuffs?
Yes, for instructions.
Hold on.
That's
Hold
gonna
on.
happen. That's what's actually.
That's what's gonna happen?
Yeah.
So you like being a tyrant?
What's gonna happen?
You like being a
That's
tyrant?
what's gonna happen. That's all I'm gonna tell you. I ain't gonna talk no more. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Okay. You ain't got to
That's all I'm
talk.
gonna tell
Is your body camera
That's all
on?
I'm gonna tell you. Yeah, it's
Is your
going.
body camera
That's all I'm
on?
gonna tell you.
Is your body camera
Yeah,
on?
it's on. That's all I'm gonna tell you.
Miss, what's your name and badge number?
What?
It's in your policy to identify yourself. You're a police officer.
You see it? You see it?
No.
Okay, look.
What's your? Can you tell me your name and badge number? Or I can't read.
You can read it.
I can't read.
You can. You
What's
have a
your?
library. I'm pretty sure you can read.
What's your badge number?
It don't matter. You got my name.
Don't worry about it.
I say it don't matter. You have my name.
Oh, y'all definitely getting complaints on y'all.
That's fine.
Because you're not following your policy.
That is fine.
You ain't following your policy
That's
either.
fine, my boy.
Y'all tyrants. I ain't your boy.
Yeah, that's fine, my guy.
That's better, sir.
Yeah, okay.
That's better, sir.
Oh, you do have to
Fix you up this morning.
Look at them touching each other.
Fix you up this morning, man.
Look at them touching each other.
Fix you up this morning.
I wonder if that's professional.
Fix you up this morning.
So they said they're gonna put me in handcuffs even though I'm in public, which is crazy.
It must be fair. You gotta have it.
Huh?
You gotta have it.
You know what's crazy?
Tyrant number 1 don't want to identify himself.
The process of getting along.
Tyrant number 2 don't want to identify herself. Instead, they just want to touch each
Oh,
other.
you think you want to think too, right?
2 things cops love being called: tyrants and sir. They like the word tyrant because it makes them feel superior. They love to make believe that they are baby dictators. They pretty much imagine themselves dressed in a dictator's outfit. They probably get together at Halloween parties all dressed as dictators, and I don't want to mention what else I think they do at these parties, but I guarantee their spouses are not invited. I also don't like to call them sir because that makes them feel their presumed authority is valid. Try calling them servants and welfare recipients because that's exactly what they are.
Like tyrant 1 to tyrant 2, like 3 1 6.
They think it's funny to be a tyrant.
Think through it so long, nice as what?
They think it's funny to be a tyrant.
You know what's crazy? Cat in the hat, they see that so long.
They think it's funny.
That's where thing one things we came from, right? Yeah.
That's the main tyrant right there. That's the main one.
3 there, right? Tyrant 3. The tyrant.
Look at how funny they think it is. They think it's funny to do this.
Coming to a movie they do.
Why people don't like police because y'all act like this? Threatening to put people in handcuffs for walking in public. That's a shame.
I sent you this one. Put this on, that over. I'm good to go. Got a jacket too, so.
And again,
I really wasn't going to hold.
I'm over here because they told me that I'm going to be put in handcuffs for walking in public. A guy with a camera can obstruct a police officer from doing his job. Just a camera. And these two, they don't have no respect for themselves. None. Look at them. Look at them punching the air. He must watch them Taibo classes or something. Is that supposed to impress somebody, him punching the air?
Sir, we want you off our premises. We want you gone. You are disturbance to the library.
We've asked you to leave.
You have not asked me to leave until just now.
No, we asked you to leave before.
I'm not talking to you because you lying.
No, I'm not. He was asked to leave in there.
No, I was not.
He was.
And you know that we can easily FOIA request the footage and we can see everything. So
But with that being said, they want you to leave the property.
I have a question. I need everybody's name and badge number. These two right here refuse to identify themselves.
You never answered. What two?
The two young ones right here.
Okay.
So you see, and so another thing that I want to point out is that you see how I was just talking to you, and that gentleman over there kind of butted in. How unprofessionally he butted in. You seem, but you see how he's still doing it. Look at how unprofessional this is.
No.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for stopping his unprofessional behavior.
Okay.
So now, what's your name and badge number? What's his name and badge number? What's her name and badge number? What's his and what's his?
Mine's Reed 2554.
What's your name?
Reed 2554.
What's hers?
You can ask her. She's right here.
I asked her. She already told me she wouldn't give it to me.
I showed it to you. LUSK 3390.
All right. What about the young man right there who was punching and telling me he was going to put me in handcuffs? The young one.
Do me a favor, go ahead, since they asking him not to be on the property no more, get that information so that we can put it in the system.
Oh no, we're gonna answer my questions first. Yeah. So what's the young man right there? What's his name and badge number? Who told me he was gonna put me in handcuffs?
So we can keep
Someone just write down just write down your names. So we can have.
Yes, we can be through with it.
So he can't tell me?
Tolliver.
Would you like for me to tell you his name is Officer Tolliver, 3380.
Are y'all gonna train this guy to be more professional?
Okay, Officer Tolliver 3380, Sergeant Dorsey 1326.
What about him? The one who stopped him from being a tyrant. This is another good guy right here. What's your name and badge number?
Sergeant D, 2332.
Okay, so
Ms. Loves.
can you tell me exactly what's going on since?
Well, at this
I'm
point,
definitely not talking to you. You a tyrant.
At this point, if a representative from this location don't want you on the property anymore, and they give you that directive in front of us, then that's it. We're going to do what we call a criminal trespass warning.
Okay.
Which means that at this point in time, you can't come back on this property anymore.
Okay.
It's real simple.
Now, is there a reason that I'm being criminally trespassed?
So from my understanding, them two right there, you literally on their heels recording. There is not a crime of you recording.
Okay.
But the fact of you interrupting their flow of business by following them and recording them, now, we're not going to do that.
Okay, and you're just going to take their word for it? It doesn't matter?
Can you tell me your side?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay.
I can tell you that that's not true.
Okay.
I literally walked into, and you can ask the not the ladies who came out and talked to you, but the white lady that was in there. She was professional. She de-escalated everything because I literally walked in the door and I was recording the paintings. And then the kind of darker brown skinned lady, she came up in my face. I'm not going to do what she did because I don't want to get hurt. But she came up real close to me, and I can show you once I'm done recording. I can show you in the video how she approached me.
Okay.
With a pen in her hand, talking about, you can't record in here. You need our permission. And I said, man, we in a public library.
Yeah.
I can record.
You don't need permission.
I'm not bothering nobody. I'm just.
Do you mind if I disconnect and go talk? You said the white lady?
Absolutely, yeah. I'm gonna be right here until y'all tell me that I'm about to get arrested. If you try to arrest me, I'll leave. I don't want to get arrested.
No, we already explained what's going to happen. We're just going to give you a criminal trespass warning and you'll be free to go.
Why do young ones act like that? Why do young ones act like that? They tripping. Oh no, I don't give my name.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah.
So what's going to happen is the lady's still upset because it's the harassment that it turned into, not really the filming. Okay. I just want to explain. Hang on. Give me a second. Because I want to explain to you that I don't have an issue with it, and I understand the Constitution. I actually do believe in the Constitution. And I understand the policy, and I got clarification from my manager, which said that if it went to the level of harassment, because it's back and forth with the two ladies that are upset, I've been just talking and getting filmed by him and having a conversation. So they're highly upset, and they want to do harassment charges. And your supervisor, one of the two gentlemen there, whatever level they are telling the ladies that that's not anything he can be kicked out for. So it's a little bit on the confusing side. They're not going to be happy unless I get his name, but he's not going to give me his name. All right. Well, thank you, everybody. Coming so fast. I used to work at East Point, and I was like, come on. Here we come. It just takes a minute sometimes.
Okay. So
Thank you, sir.
y'all have an understanding.
I'm okay. I've got my, if there's no name attached, I can't consider him to start a process of harassment banning and the things that we write up. It's not going to work. So. Okay. Thank you.
So hold on. So what's happening? Do I have to leave, or I can continue doing what I'm doing?
What is it that you're doing?
What you see me doing right now?
Recording?
Being in public. Being in public.
Well, I was trying to explain to you guys what happened initially was when the staff got upset, I said, hey, I was just wondering what the purpose of the filming was. And he really did not have an explanation. And the policy says you can't film other people without their permission. And that's what the ladies have slipped into. They may be employees of Fulton County, but they don't want to be filmed. So could you just not do that, please?
So I have a question.
Sure.
If we're in public and I can see it, I can film it, right?
I'm not going to get into constitutional law or College Park law or Fulton County law with you because I don't know it. But what I'm saying is I would prefer if you don't upset the staff further, because the rest of the day I'm going to hear how I didn't do, and that shouldn't matter, but it's at the same point as being the manager.
The issue
Please
is
just-
interrupting the normal flow of business. It creates issue. Like I said, you record and you can record all day long. Don't have a problem with that. But according to her, she said that you were all up in her face recording. Now,
The lady at the front desk, Miss Smith, with the short hair.
yes, yes.
Now, would you say that I was in her face, or would you say that she approached
I
me?
did not come out. I was on the phone with my manager trying to get clarification. No, I was seriously in the back.
I'm
I have
sorry.
a supervisor, and there's a head supervisor, Mrs. Holloman, that runs the whole library system. We can't get into things with patrons to this level without doing the right protocols. So I, as a manager, am asking my manager, who does know a little more about all this stuff. First time I've experienced it. I know we don't let people film for a commercial filming of like a video,
Right.
video or industrial, movie clip or something. They can't do any of that without the library giving them specific permission. There's a process for that kind of filming. And I don't know what your purpose and what you're going to use it for, but it would just be much easier for the rest of this day, I think, if you could just finish up. And please don't get too close to where they are. Or any patrons. Anybody in here could say, patrons, the people sitting down around the building. They could have said to you, hey man, get out of my face. I mean, if you want that, that's fine. I'm not debating your constitutional right to film or your personal right to film. But I'm letting you know that some people don't like it. They may have religious reasons. That's one thing my manager said on the phone. Somebody may have a restriction. They may be under some kind of other criminal thing or a foster child or some dangerous situation. You're filming them. I don't know what you're using it for.
As long as we're in public, I can film.
Okay.
The public library is a public library. I can film. As far as answering all them other questions, I'm not obligated to answer anyone's questions. So I just want to know if I'm okay. So are you?
As a person, could you not go back in? Would that be a possibility?
Oh, as long as I'm following the law, I'm going to continue to follow the law. And so, if I haven't broken any laws, I'd like to be free to go back in the library and do what I was doing.
I mean,
We can't get any further until we get to the point of getting his name for the paperwork that we
Yeah. Oh no, I don't identify myself.
just ask the question.
Yeah.
You want to?
Oh no.
So
there's no
so
shot.
I'm stuck because, but I'll let my staff know.
And identify ourselves.
Absolutely.
All right, sir,
But
thank you, sir.
but we understand why that is, right? It's because y'all are the police.
Okay, but with people just like you.
Yes, sir. And once you take your badge off, I'd be happy to have like a even more in-depth conversation. But while you're on the clock, I can't do that just because you're an officer. Unfortunately, it is what it is.
So,
I'm sure you're a wonderful guy. I'm sure you are. I don't know about the tyrants over there who don't want to identify the young man right there. And because I see you said you have LT, I want you to know that the young man right there, he didn't identify himself, and he started like boxing in the air, and he was all like touching the young lady and stuff all on her chest. I got it all on video. I was like, this is super unprofessional. And then she also, the young lady, didn't identify.
you need anyone's name, or are you good?
I got everything on camera now.
Okay.
I just want you to know how
I got you.
your staff are. The gentleman who was in the middle right here, he was pretty cool. And then the guy that's directly behind you, the fairer skinned guy, he stopped the other guy that's more to my right from being even more tyrannical. That dude was super aggressive for no
Who are
reason.
you referring to?
The gentleman that's standing right there,
Okay.
he was the most aggressive person out here, and his aggression empowered them to act tyrannical. But those two, super professional, very professional. But they all need training, like retraining. And that's all I'm gonna say. And I'm gonna also I'm definitely gonna put in complaints against them.
So, I explained to him, we talked about a code of conduct and things like that, and I explained to him that you have a right to record in the public library. So, obviously, they feel uncomfortable. Doesn't mean it's not lawful.
Correct.
Right?
Right.
Uncomfortable, lawful. I explained that to him.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, you are free to do what you're doing.
Thank you.
I do think that, you probably ran into this problem before, and
I'm gonna tell you something. To be honest with you, I have not.
you haven't. Okay.
I've been doing this for a little while, and this is the first time that I've ever had the cops called on me. Usually people in city halls and public libraries and public parks, they're like, you're in public. You ain't bothering me.
Well, I've explained it to him. them not being comfortable and it being lawful are two different things.
Mm-hmm.
They talk about a code of conduct and things, and I said, well, that's not, this is lawful right to do. I don't know about a code of conduct or rules that are in place, but it is a public building, right?
Yep.
So we're clear on that.
Funded by everybody,
Yep.
even you. So when you come off the clock and you want to do this,
I don't, but it's nothing against nothing personal.
Yep.
I don't, but if I did, you're right.
Mm-hmm.
You're right.
We all could.
I know some people go around and do this. I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever. Me personally, no, I wouldn't. But that doesn't mean anything. Okay.
Can you tell me your? I don't know if I got your name and badge number yet, though.
2196.
Thank you.
2196.
I appreciate you for being professional.
Yes, sir.
All right, so I'm gonna go back in. I'm definitely not gonna harass anybody. I will continue to film.
Let me explain. Can I explain what they told me?
Absolutely.
What they told me.
Yes,
so,
sir.
You do this, so I think that you're pretty clear on what the law is.
Mm-hmm.
But for an example, this is what I was told, okay? And that's that you were, in their personal space, in their face, and I'm just telling you what they told me. Okay?
I'm sure people lie.
Right. So obviously you are free to record, right? But there is an area in which people do have an expectation of their general, the immediate area, their personal space, so to speak, right? I mean, if I was over here on a traffic stop, you could record it, right? Mm-hmm. But would you be allowed to come right up between us and put it right?
Oh
there?
no, I'd expect to get tackled.
Right. So you get what I'm saying, right?
Absolutely.
So there is a point in time where it comes that if you are in someone, put something in someone's face or get in an aggressive manner, you understand that, right?
Absolutely.
All right. So I'm telling you what we were told. I'm not
Yes,
telling
sir.
you that's what happened. Okay, but obviously, if we did a traffic stop right here, you're free to be standing there right doing what you're doing right now. But could you interfere with it? No.
Nope.
Right. Just think you couldn't interfere with them and their duties, right?
Correct. And I have no intention of doing that.
Okay. So,
never did, and I still don't.
Okay. So simply put, you're saying you were recording and...
I'm recording, and I'm the one who got approached.
Okay, so you were approached.
I was approached.
You didn't...
And the lady came, the darker skinned lady, came all up in my face with a pen, pointed all them. I'm like, hey. And so when I get approached, yeah, I'm going to have my camera right here. I ain't walk up on her. She walked up on me. So she put her face in my camera.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
All right, boss. Well,
and even with that, I'm not going to ask you to get no harassment or whatever the heck.
Right.
I don't care.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
I got you. All right, I just wanted to pass on what they told me. I doubt, you have a good day, okay?
I appreciate it. Thank
you.
So we're going right back in. I would like to do a FOIA request, Open Records Act request.
I don't, you're talking about on the internet?
In person.
I don't know how to do that. I know what FOIA is, but I don't know. You're talking about for the library system in specific?
So I'm just talking about publicly accessible information. The Georgia Open Records Act says that you can go to any public entity and request public records.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I can
so I'm
give
going
you a
to
sample
request.
letter to, you have to fill that out online, I think.
You can do it in person on a blank sheet of paper. You can do it in person
Okay,
verbally.
I'll get you a blank sheet of paper.
You can do it however.
It would be better if you do it on a piece of paper.
I do it on a piece of paper.
I'll send it to my manager. This printer and stuff isn't working, so I'll have to scan it in the back. But
It's
I'll
all
be more
good.
than happy to do that. Did you do on the back side of this scrap paper?
Yeah, I'll do it on whatever. I just need something to write with and I'm cool.
There's a blue pen.
And all I need is either if you got like a stamp or anything that says I received it and all of that, or if you sign it and whatever, just a signed copy saying that it was received, and then I'm good. I'm out of here.
So I did go and tell the staff, they're very hot, especially the older ladies. Are you going to tell the staff? I said, don't engage with him. Why are you engaging with him if you have to stay here with me? And mom was like, if I'm going to call in sick, I'm going to leave. I'm like, okay, if you call in sick and leave.
Yeah.
So, I'm working till 8, and I was like, I really, that's a whole nother situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't think she's really going to do that, but I said, if you come out here again and run the desk, we have these 1-hour slots, please just don't engage with him again. So I just thought that was...
All right, folks, and here are my final thoughts. Hypotheticals are not good reasons for people to give up their rights. Neither are feelings. This man didn't give in to their presumed authority and let it turn into unbridled power. He stood his ground and showed them what an empowered people can do. This video should serve as an example on the power the people possess over a tyrannical and entitled government. This right here is not the work of one man. This is the collected work of many auditors that came before him. Many have had to deal with arguments, detainments, and even arrests. We've refined our skills and verbiage as a people. We've had to figure out how to empower ourselves and each other. It takes you to do your part. Many of you will be arrested along the way. Some of you might even be convicted. But remember that that is not a prosecution, but a persecution. It sucks, but that's the reality of dealing with the government who wants to take away everyone's rights. When you stand up for your rights, you stand up for the rights of everyone. When you just comply, you take us back to the tyranny that plagues us. Thank you to all of you who've stood up, and to those who've supported us on our channels. Without you, we couldn't have made the type of difference that we've seen on this video. Thank you to Casey for doing an outstanding job here. This was handled well by the supervisors. Hats off to them, who almost failed, but decided to do their jobs properly. A quick word to the cops who watch my channel. When you take away our rights, you could possibly be taking away the rights of your generations that you leave behind. Don't let the oligarchs convince you to do this to yourselves. Be better. Before you go, I'm going to give you the First Amendment of the Constitution. You have a freedom of speech, freedom of press, freedom of religion, freedom of assembly, and freedom to petition your government for redress of grievances. I want to thank you all for tuning in. Make sure to go subscribe to Casey's channel. Let him know that I sent you. I'll see you in his comment section. Have a blessed evening, and always record the police, folks. Peace out.